Hello everyone, this is Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. I've just had a couple of days away in the Blue Mountains as a bit of a circuit breaker for rest, a bit of R&R, and it certainly worked. I had a lovely time there. Of course, I had plenty of emails coming through, viewer requests. Can you please read on what's happening in the US at the moment? I got back to some fairly worrying news. Donald Trump has given William Barr the power to declassify intelligence information, effectively weaponising that information. It has all sorts of consequences, including whether or not agents, investigators, those providing the classified information will feel secure enough to bring that forward. So why has Donald Trump done it? It's clearly a reaction to the loss in the courts around his financial affairs. Let's have a look at why has Donald Trump done this. Why has Donald Trump, let's just cut the deck. Why has Donald Trump given William Barr the power to declassify that information? Why has Donald Trump given William Barr the ability to declassify intelligence information? Okay, it's certainly making him feel better. It's a direct counter attack against the courts, giving the Democrats permission to go after his financials. This is actually, it's making Trump feel better. And it is exactly those financials, but that is the challenge. The thing that he fears most is what's challenging him at the moment. It is the money trail. The money trail he's tried so hard to hide. Okay, so it's not going away. Now, the Two of Cups here are the deals that were done. And again, this is combining with Barr and Trump's other allies. This is a fight, with a very vindictive president trying to hide the truth, and he's using every method at his control to try and protect himself. The Ten of Pentacles, the focus on this reading is fairly and squarely on those financials. The Ten of Pentacles is the Trump organisation. This is what's motivating him. This is where the reading is focusing. It's focusing on his motivation. It is in response to the Mueller report and everything that's been raised in the Mueller report. And it is directly contributing, directly attributable to the loss that Trump has faced. But this reading's taking us one step further. It's gone beyond the obvious reasons why he's done this. He's done it as an inspired plan. He's done it to expand that plan. So let's see how this will go. Will this be challenged in the courts? Let's just help William Barr dig up selective information to present to the public so that he can counter the information that's going to be coming forward on Russia. That's obvious. What this reading now has done is it has skipped to the essential matter, and that is his alleged connection and monetary connection, loans and debts, who he borrowed money from in the past. The money trail is what is challenging this new start, this counter-offensive of Donald Trump's. Interesting, the cards would bring that up, including the Trump organisation, including Mueller here. And I am using my new deck. It came in the mail yesterday, the Lima Tarot. And on this particular King of Swords is a hawk. Or an eagle. This is the Mueller report. This is the money trail, suggesting this loss, obviously, in the future for Donald Trump. Let's see what else is happening. Absolutely, it is loss, the Three of Swords. Let's bring it down. So while we're watching these moves, I'll ask if they'll be effective. But this reading's... Oh dear. Thank you, Spirit. I think everybody needed to hear this. The environment around is the Ace of Swords, the truth. Okay, so he is losing. He is emotionally bereft at the truth around his financials and the Trump Organization emerging. The Mueller report, he's blaming. He's now trying to denigrate that in any way that he can. This is a counter-offensive here. It's suggesting it's not going to work. The Nine of Pentacles, again, could be any plainer. This is his fear in the hopes and fears position. The Nine of Pentacles is around someone who has sufficient financial resources to be independent. How has he done that? It is the money trail. It is the borrowings of the past here, which he is trying to hide. The Empress is suggesting that his actions are coming forward very strongly, but there isn't a negativity to this card. This is a message from Spirit to keep your thoughts positive. There is a lot of light around this Empress, and it's reminding us that the harvest will come, and it will come very, very strongly for those who need it. The Queen of Swords, again, we look to our Congress, those in Congress. We look to the investigators. The Queen of Swords, she is a lawyer. She's a House of Representatives. Your House representative. Female judges on the court. New York investigators, New York attorney generals. This is the sword of truth, and it is coming down very strongly. Seven of Wands is Trump with his back to the door. What's hidden from our view is justice. Okay, so Spirit's sending us... you know, I must admit, when I started this reading, I was a little bit, you know, how much longer, all of those things. I hear the emotion in everyone's communications. I hear the distress. I watch the events. I go, well, how long before this hits Australia? You know, if there's a war in the Middle East, you know, I've got... I've got sons. How long is it before the world is dragged into this craziness? So this reading has come as a message from Spirit to remind you that the sword of truth is here. It's going to come forward quite strongly. The harvest card could be around 6 months. Eventually this is going to catch up with Donald Trump. He is doing some damage in between time, but you are reminded you have lawyers, you have courts, you have Congress people, representatives, even those good Republicans here, that will they let Donald Trump take America over the abyss? This reading is suggesting they won't. Let's have a look at how effective William Barr will be in his investigate the investigators. Okay, what will this declassifying of information, what will be the result of that? What will William Barr bring forward selectively? We know he brings things forward selectively to create and craft the best narrative to protect the Trump presidency. What is William Barr likely to bring forward? What is William Barr likely to bring forward? Okay, Page of Pentacles. Certainly there's going to be releasing of some kind of news. However, the page is not fully matured yet, suggesting it may be... it may not be earth-shattering, it may be small in comparison, because he's not going to bring forward the actual intelligence, the classified information that reveals Donald Trump's connections with Russia, is he? He's going to bring something else forward selectively. Okay, what is challenged by are the secrets, the moon, the massive amount of information that's in those classified intelligence investigations. This is what challenges William Barr. So I'd like to remind you, William Barr is the page bringing forward some kind of small news, and we've got the moon card here. Which is the wealth of secrets that are still buried here. And as we know, we've got that slow cycle of the truth emerging. Now, at the moment, we've got the magician. He absolutely is going to try and weaponise whatever that selective information he brings forward. And, you know, it could be around Hillary Clinton's investigations on those emails. They might selectively cherry pick something like that and bring it forward, but it's certainly suggesting manipulation here. The Knight of Swords in the past is what is influencing this situation, and as I said, the Knights are now coming forward with a lot of action. Trump is being hit almost daily with new revelations about his connections with Russia, and particularly around his finances. The Page of Swords, what is in the sky here? What is the issue? The issue is both the investigations into Trump, the moves to uncover the truth have been up to this point. We've generally seen the Page of Swords. Again, pages are not fully matured. This page certainly has inspiration at his back. But I feel that the shoe is now on the other foot. I feel that the Republicans are now the pages, and the Democrats now are coming forward with real substantive action. The Five of Pentacles is suggesting there's going to be loss for William Barr here. This is somebody who loses something, who's isolated, who's locked out of something. I'm wondering what challenges there are going to be to this executive order from the intelligence agencies themselves. I feel that there's going to be something else coming forward now. Perhaps the courts may get involved. Congress the House might make a move here. There's something indicated that Barr will not be totally successful, although that's his aim. The Barr at the moment, or the situation at the moment, is balanced. They're seeking to balance the argument and the counter argument. This is a political situation here. The environment around it is hard work for Donald Trump, and it is hard work to try and keep protecting this president. As we know, Barr backed down from withholding the unredacted Mueller report in return to not being found in contempt. We've got the Queen of Cups here in the hopes and fears position. This Queen has, as I always say, people say, well, this is Ivanka Trump, or this is Nancy Pelosi, or, you know, it is some woman here. But I do feel that this is the release of the information that will support the impeachment, or the moves to impeach this president, or support the revelation that will support the eventual standing down of this president. Okay, Barr is doing Trump's bidding. This is the Emperor, the autocrat. These are moves almost from a fascist kind of regime here, and it's clearly showing. Again, the clarifier here for the autocrat is the Six of Pentacles, loans and debts. Okay, this card is who Trump borrowed money from, how he got his money, where it went to. This is the money trail he's trying to hide. And the Two of Cups, the partnerships that he had. And of course, what is hidden from our view is Five of Cups, suggesting loss here. So I'm feeling, because I'm getting all these loss cards, I'm feeling the heavy overlay of emotion here with this situation, is the loss the loss in the courts last week around Trump's financial information, release of his tax returns. The courts are actually going to, it doesn't matter which court they go to, the Trump's financials will be released. And so now the race is on to weaponise anything they can to try and counteract the actual information that these cards are showing will be coming out on Donald Trump's monetary connections here, allegedly with Russia. Okay, will Barr be successful? That reading, in summary, showed he would be selectively releasing something, though it is minor. and pales into comparison with what is actually there. What's going through Barr's mind at the moment? He's such a willing servant, isn't he, of the autocrat, the fascist, or the would-be fascist. What's going through Barr's mind at the moment? Let's see, does he think he can win, or is he just driving one of those covered wagons? All right, let's have a look. What's going through William Barr's mind at the moment? Barr's mind at the moment. Okay. Well, he's definitely isolated, and he knows he's isolated. He's already had to back down in relation to the unredacted Mueller report. He's certainly got plenty of balls in the air here. This is the juggler and the manipulator, and that is what's isolating him. He's overstepping his authority. He's overstepping the role of the Attorney General. He has politicized the role of the Attorney General, and he is isolated by it. The Nine of Pentacles is suggesting that whatever remuneration, let's just put it that way, the remuneration for William Barr's actions, it is all about the money here. It's all about the remuneration for the job. Whatever that remuneration form takes, it's all about that. Okay, the Eight of Cups, now this is in the past, this is Donald Trump's loss. Right, Barr is out there to craft and be the magician here. As I said, this is my Republican card. He's protecting the president. He's doing whatever he needs to do to provide cover for this president. The Seven of Wands, he will continue to defend this president in the near future. But this is also Barr with his back against the wall. Yep. Barr at the moment, is he in too deep? Has he bitten off more than he can chew? He's certainly anxious and is not sleeping at night. What's in the environment around? New plans, always new plans. In fact, the counterintelligence, providing him with the power to declassify intelligence information is a new and inspired plan on behalf of Donald Trump's. And it's interesting because these new plans of Trump's are actually causing Barr extreme anxiety. We've got the hopes and fears. They are worried about the amount of information that will come forward from Trump's financials. And this is Barr right in the middle of all of this is the Tower. This is chaos and ruin for William Barr here. The Ace of Pentacles is suggesting there again, the money, the income sources will be the downfall of Trump, and it will take William Barr down. And there's going to be obviously two aces here, is suggesting also that after the Tower moment comes new starts. So I'll take you back to the first reading around the messages that Spirit brought forward. This information, the money trail, the information is going to come out. It will be far stronger than anything that Donald Trump or William Barr can do. And in fact, what they're doing now will inevitably lead to their Tower moment, because there is so much hidden there that is likely now to come to the surface, or has and is coming to the surface. So these things that are being done are counterattacks to try and protect and stop. They can't even stop now. They're throwing up counter narratives. That is what they're doing to try and protect this president. And of course, this is what keeps Donald Trump feeling like he's winning the battle. Okay, let's take a look at Iran here. That's very worrying for everyone across the world. We don't want a major war or offensive in the Middle East brought on by really what I feel is monetary gains for, it's all about the oil, let's face it, oil and territory. Trump has bypassed Congress, the sale of arms to Saudi Arabia. So in other words, he's arming the Iran's enemies. and it's all about the money, and I am having to shake off that energy because it's quite unpleasant. All right, so what are Trump's intentions with Iran? Trump's intentions with Iran. Steel. I've got the word steel. Okay, Trump's intentions with Iran. And also I'm feeling it's around, I think he would like to see action there to deflect from what is going on in America. The Seven of Pentacles at the moment, reevaluation here in order to reach one's goals. This, I think, is what he's doing. The Four of Pentacles suggesting this plan or this reevaluation is being challenged by insecurity. Okay, Trump's insecurity is what's leading this action as well. The Nine of Cups, really, again, this is the wish card, the miracle card. This is Trump wishing his troubles away, but also mobilizing a situation in order to make them go away. The Six of Cups is suggesting information from the past is what's challenging him. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This is what's in the sky here. What is the potential of the situation is death. Casualties in war on the other side of things could be the ending of Trump's presidency, may stop this war. The Knight of Wands, again, this is this inspired action coming forward. Does this mean that Trump's presidency will be ending? Is that what's going to stop his warmongering based on his own insecurity? The Ten of Cups is suggesting America, the majority of Americans are going to come forward and to end this presidency. What is surrounding him? Cards are all about context. What's surrounding him are new starts. What's surrounding America is new starts. The Queen of Wands, this is this information coming forward from the Congress. And the Five of Swords is the outcome card, is the abuse of power. So I feel that he's going to continue to abuse his power. The King of Cups, aided and abetted by William Barr. That's my card for William Barr. And of course it's action on the world stage, but this is also endings and beginnings here, and because what is hidden from view is justice. Okay, so what this is suggesting is that there may be casualties in the Middle East. I won't sugarcoat that, but it's also suggesting at the same time as this is going on, we've got the investigation of Donald Trump in the Congress and in other jurisdictions, including New York, coming forward very, very strongly, and that's right on his tail. That's what is occurring at the moment. However, we've got this abuse of power continually, but what's hidden from our view is justice. Always justice, always justice. So I'm going to leave that there. Worrying times, most definitely. The answer to the worry is the information that will be coming forward to really end this presidency. It is justice. Now, anyone who does not think that there is information in Trump's financials and tax returns that will end his presidency is mistaken. That's where it all is. That's where it's all going to be. And also in the counterintelligence reports as well. So I'm going to leave it there. I suspect this, we're going to be in a daily news cycle. I suspect now that we're going to see fairly strong action coming from the Congress. The big question, which if I've got time, I'll read on in the next day or two, and this is where it all hinges. It's always hinged here. That's why I read on it so often. What are the Republicans going to do? Are they going to protect their country, or are they going to continue to protect this president? Which is it? That's where the choice is. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for tuning in.